Hi, this is KARL-JAMES Langford. Familiar Road. This is the Atlantic Trading Estate. This is my old stomping ground. Over there were the Glamorgan-Gwent Archaeological Trust excavation caravans, and we used to come along this road very different. It's been a bit of a mud track, and we used to come in here between sort of along here towards the beach, Bendrix Beach, and the spectacular archaeological excavation. Tell you what, when I was a volunteer on this archaeological excavation, the amazing things being found right in the 1980s. So it's unfortunately this is more or less the height of the original ground level, and then this now is where these layers on the floor now are the Bronze Age layers. So when the Glamorgan-Gwent Archaeological Trust stopped working here because of the collapse of the manpower services scheme, they had a wonderful guy called Peter Wardle who was excavating here, site director here, Peter Wardle, Dr. Peter Wardle. This here was a ditch with Mesolithic evidence in it, and here, which is now being used as a dirt track. When the excavations closed at the end of the 80s, Peter Wardle lost his job. Dispute between the Glamorgan-Gwent Archaeological Trust, and they didn't backfill this site, so the Bronze Age layers were left exposed. That's there is part of a Bronze Age building. And sort of further over here, I can remember excavating in some ditches, post holes in this area. Again, this was not backfilled. This is the thing, this was not backfilled. So the Bronze Age archaeology was left exposed. There is a little bit of the Bronze Age archaeology still here, still left, amazingly enough. It's underneath this, which was to take the wheelbarrows back and forth. Some Bronze Age archaeology is underneath here. I've asked the Vale of Glamorgan Council if I could excavate this. I've got a master's degree in archaeology, massively experienced in the local archaeology and other archaeology, and they said no, because the Glamorgan-Gwent Archaeological Trust say because this site has been excavated, it no longer deems an archaeological resource. How ridiculous is that? How absolutely ridiculous is that? So, you know, when a site's been archaeologically excavated, according to Neil Malem of the Glamorgan-Gwent Archaeological Trust, it ceases to become an archaeological resource. Stonehenge has been archaeologically excavated. According to him and the Glamorgan-Gwent Archaeological Trust and the likes of Cadw, it's no longer an archaeological resource. This, a Bronze Age site, is an amazing resource, but one of very few Viking Age sites. So Bronze Age, you're talking about 3,500 years ago. Okay, that's the Bronze Age, the middle part of the Bronze Age. So 3,500 years ago. So this excavated over here, so this site's in two bits. The area that I excavated with Peter Wardle, yeah, and then there's this division here, and then over here they started actually finding evidence of Viking buildings and storage pits and so on and so on. And this is a Viking site. This is what's left of the Viking site. They left it exposed. The council says, oh, we're not going to backfill, right? It's no longer deemed an archaeological resource. How ridiculous. There is still archaeology here to be excavated, but the council listened to their advisor, the Glamorgan-Gwent Archaeological Trust. The same people, the same cowboys who agreed with the destruction of the archaeology at the 5 Mile Lane, the same cowboys who agreed that the wonderful site at Witton was to be descheduled and to be destroyed. So what I'm going to do is, we got this Viking evidence, right? Video 2. Watch me in video 2. This is end of part 1. It's KARL-JAMES Langford, Atlantic Trading Estate, trespassing, prosecute me, council, and we can see where this will go in court.